Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us today. 70 Triumph TR6 convertible. You know, in the world of British sports cars, one of the great things that people loved about these cars is the sound that they made. You know, most British sports cars, because they're small, didn't require big engines to get them going. You know, Shelby changed that when they shoved that V8 in that AC car. But anyway, in regular British sports cars, whether you're talking like an Austin Healey Bug-Eye Sprite or an MG Midget or an MGB, things like that, you know, most of those cars came with 4-cylinder engines, and there's plenty of power for them, and they handled well, and they were very light. Triumph takes it a little bit farther. They take that great-looking British sports car they designed here, and as it evolutionized from the TR4 and the TR4A, and it moved on, it became the TR6 with the 6-cylinder engine in it. And with the 6-cylinder engine in it, not only do you get a lot more power, you get that great inline 6-cylinder sound. And as you roll through the gearbox in this car, it really sounds great. You know, the interesting thing about this specific TR6 is that it's pretty much unrestored. It's probably been painted at one time, because the paint's probably a little nicer than a 40-year-old or 30-year-old paint job would look like. But it's a nice driving car. It's a car you can get in and go somewhere. You could drive it to a show if you wanted to, but it's designed to get out on the road and go for a drive. And you know what? If you get a chip in the paint, you're not home freaking out, you're not sitting around with your buddies, not afraid to even take the car out. This car is designed to get in and go someplace. Comes with a soft top, has roll-up windows in it, which is nice. This is the way these cars came, because a lot of cars just had clip-on tops, so you really couldn't take them out if there's any threat at all of bad weather. This is nice too. Check this out, disc brakes in here. These are real knockoff wire wheels, so it comes with a tool to spin that off. And these are the Michelin reproductions of the original redline tire that came on it, which I don't know why, just really makes such a difference when you're putting these cars together. Let's take a peek under the hood. We'll look at that familiar inline 6. And not only did it have one carburetor, but two, and pretty good free-flowing exhaust. So let's take a peek at that. Let's look. This is nicely detailed here. You get your twin side draft Stromberg carburetors on there, and a lot of the nice original decals are on here. Fresh battery. It's had a tune-up. Also, too, this car comes with a nice stack of receipts. So, Justin, if you could come on around and look at some of the detail. Radiator's nice. This is kind of cool too. Stuff like this. The shroud is there to get the air right into the radiator, so the air doesn't leak out. But it's nicely detailed in here. And like I said, it comes with a nice folder of receipts for maintenance. You hit the key, the car starts up every time. And we're talking about power disc brakes. You don't really need power steering because the front end wasn't so heavy. And I don't know, just looks really nice under here, especially when you open the hood. You know, one thing about British sports cars is they're all very well done inside. You know, the British were able to produce some pretty great interiors, as they still do today. You know, you look at some of the Jaguars and Aston Martins and Bentleys and Rolls-Royce, you know, all those cars are British cars, and those guys really, really know how to do interiors. This is very classic British. Keep in mind, this is 1970 vintage car. We're in 2010 right now doing this video. It's hard to believe I can't even say the word, 40 years later. Wow, check this out. You know, you see these smaller British cars like this, and I'm 6'1", and I got plenty of room in here, plenty of arm room, leg room. So this is kind of cool too. Smith's gauges, the same gauges that came in Jaguar and a lot of the other British sports cars, and they're very nicely done. 140 mile an hour speedometer, 5,500 RPM redline tach, oil pressure, amps. This is what the British did with the wood dash flowing down in here. They just did a really nice job. Great looking seats. This has the original radio still in it. And it's just cool inside. I don't know, I just like it. I don't know why I do. It just looks very authentic, very classic. But how about I start it for you? Because you know, I keep talking about that great sound that the 6 cylinders make, so I'll go ahead and fire it up so you can hear it. Another couple nice little things about this. I love this TR6 call out here. That just looks great on it. A great sounding dual exhaust that we talked about. This is nice too, because the trunk comes with, it's detailed with carpet and a spare tire. Comes with an extra set of plugs and a couple pieces of trim. We'll put right there. Nice. Even the trunk light works, which is kind of nice too. And then you just push this up like this, and that's how that works. Gas caps right here, kind of a cool touch. You know, in the world of trying to get a car that's not overpriced, not so ridiculously restored that you can't ever drive, it can only sit in a garage or a trailer or something like that, this is a nice car to go for a cruise. And this car is under $10,000. It's $9,900, and it's not a 4-cylinder. It's an inline 6. The interior is nice looking, and it runs and drives great, especially with the amount of receipts that comes with it too after its recent mechanical overhauls of the drivetrain and some other things that made it even nicer to drive. So if you're in the market for like a cool, great car that you can drive, it has a heater, it has windows, it has a convertible top, so you can drive it 4 seasons a year, this is an awesome buy. 70 Triumph TR6, chrome bumpers, not the big rubber bumpers that came later on. And I don't know, it's just cool, and it sounds great too. So I'm gonna take it for a drive, but anyway, call us 301-816-1000, and we'll tell you all about it.